it is an apt thing which can say about our president. President Sri SNVL Narasimha Raju Garu. He is the now chairman of Oxford Educational Institution Children Education Society after serving as an executive director for 2 years. For 2 decades, with his novel idea, he is anonymously elected to the post of president. He did his MBA from Bangalore University and exhibits high level of managerial skill combining with commitment and vigor. He has always taken keen interest, and whatever art of state of art facility it belongs to our institution is because of novel ideas of President Sri SNVL Narasimha Raju Garu, and we have been greatly benefited from his novel idea and dynamic leadership. He has been a very good sports enthusiastic, and he's an excellent cricket player, and he has been not only serving education but his societies also, and he has been the secretary of Karnataka Aided and Unaided School Federation. So sir has given his blessing for this program. And coming to our seminar, now I request Ms. Shravani to introduce the speaker. Please unmute your mic and please.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Good morning. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Shravani T, working as assistant professor in the Oxford College of Pharmacy. Firstly, I thank all the participants for registering and joining this webinar on the topic COVID-19 and natural products. So now, I take the privilege on behalf of our chairman, Sri SNVL Narasimha Raju Garu, the Oxford Group of Institutions, Dr. Padma M. Parak, Principal, HODs and staff of the Oxford College of Pharmacy, to introduce the guest speaker of this webinar, Dr. H. N. Shivaprasad, Director, Prakriti Products Private Limited, Bangalore. Dr. H. N. Shivaprasad was awarded with a master's degree from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Karnataka, and PhD in Pharmaceutical Sciences from H.S. Gaur University, Sagar, India. Dr. Shiv, a recipient of Young Scientist Award in recognition of outstanding contribution in the field of pharma, biotechnology, and herbal drug research at international level by Johns Hopkins University, USA, and Colombo University, Sri Lanka. He has published more than 40 research papers in reputed international and national journals and given presentations at many international conferences. Here he is a recipient of the Best Product Innovation Award from the Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce Industry 2017 for the product development on turmeric blend, which is under United States patent. Dr. Shiv traveled to 22 countries, attended many international exhibitions, expos related to nutraceutical, botanical, and natural products business. Here is a brief summary of works carried out by Dr. H. N. Shivaprasad. He has 15 years of international herbal and nutraceutical export experience, 22 countries visited for promoting herbal and nutraceutical business, 3 clinical trials, 3 patents filed including 1 USA patent, twice Young Scientist Award from USA and Sri Lanka, 2 central government projects sanctioned, 59 international exhibitions visited and exhibited, 30 Indian exhibitions visited and exhibited, 20 times invited as speaker, 43 research publications, 29 research paper presentations. Micro, small and medium enterprises Innovation Excellence Award in 2017 for development and commercialization of turmeric blend extract. The award was received under best product category, that's gold category, and guided PhD students in pharmaceutical sciences at Jawaharlal Technological University, Hyderabad. Governing the council member for PES University, Bangalore. We all welcome you, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Shivaprasad can see the screen. I've made you as a presenter.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank Oxford College of Pharmacy for giving me this opportunity to speak at this situation of pandemic, as we all know what is happening in India as well as in the world. And also thankful to the management of Oxford Group of Institution, Sri Narasimha Raju. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I always love to be associated with Oxford College whenever it comes a chance for me to speak. Thanks, Dr. Shravani, for an excellent introduction about me. Thank you very much. I'm grateful to the words which you have shared with me. So let me. Hope screen is shared, ma'am.
Yeah, it is said, sir. You can show.
So the webinar topic when it comes to this pandemic situation is a natural products and COVID-19. So we all know what is happening from last 6-7 months worldwide and what's happening in India from last March. Most importantly, if you observe from last 1.5 months, people are started talking about natural products. Being a pharmacognosist, we are very proud about that. At the same time, we should not feel happy, but at the same time, people started talking more and more about natural products. So so I don't want.
Sir, you can unmute yourself because I have muted all. So you unmute yourself, sir.
Yeah. So the coronavirus, we all know there's a global attention.
Sir. Yeah. Yes. Fine. Yeah, yes. Sorry to disturb you. You can go ahead, sir.
So there are no specific drugs available to combat this SARS-CoV-2. We all know that there are few drugs. Last 15 days back, Biocon has launched Azumab, which was a drug which was invented for psoriasis. They found that can stop the cytokine storm. So here and there are some drugs and there are some lot of vaccines which have been developed. As you know, the stages of vaccines which has been circulated through WhatsApp and a lot of media has been giving publicity on what is happening. So I don't want to bore about you all those things. We know what is happening in the situation. So currently, I'm not able to move the slide. Okay. So as on yesterday, 20th July 2020, there are 1,42,63,000 were the confirmed cases worldwide, including 6 lakhs deaths, and which has affected more than 216 countries. Very serious. So if you see this preventive healthcare, what I am talking today is a nutraceutical or supplement industry, which is always be a strongest pillar in the healthcare industry, growing at a very fast pace, and natural product is the major role in this preventive healthcare. In India, as we know, the Ayurveda and many of the traditional systems like Siddha, Unani, all these have contributed to this preventive healthcare segment, and there is a rising curve in Indian market as well as in a global market. So this is irrelevant to the topic what I'm talking, but still I want to share this slide so that it will motivate you what we are talking today. The global nutraceutical natural product industries accounts for almost 380 billion. Just imagine 380 billion. 1 billion is 7,000 crore and growing at a rate of 7.6%, and which will reach 734 is as per the experts' opinion. But I say by 2025 it will reach to 1,000 billion just because of this pandemic. The global plant extract is almost 25 billion by 2019. It will reach 100 billion by 2025 and growing at a rate of 16.5% as per the experts, but it is growing at a very fast pace of 20% rate. And the Indian nutraceutical market is estimated to be almost 4.5 billion, growing at very fast pace of 21% and reaching 10 billion by 2022. In another 1 year, this will cross 10 billion US dollar. We all know what is the reason. We all have now concluded that most of them, almost everyone in India is taking some kashaya, some herbals, some giloy, some turmeric, tulsi, one or the other herbs they are all consuming. This is the reason why the market is growing and why the natural tendency is increasing day by day. If you see why this the natural product tendency has increased, and even the COVID-19 impact also improved the natural. If you see that the increased awareness, growing about nutrition and health, everybody now talking about, everybody is talking about immunity gain or immunity boost products. So this is called as increased awareness, which is happening globally as well as in Indian market. Affordability, very important, because high hospitalization cost. Many people are afraid to go and sit in the hospital, even if there is a minor COVID-19 infection. Even the asymptomatic people, they wanted to stay at home and they wanted to take a preventive health care in a very serious mode. And everybody is consuming either some supplements like vitamin C, vitamin D, or herbal extracts or herbal supplements. Increased lifestyle diseases. Most of the time, it has been very clearly told that COVID-19 is bothering to the people, those who have secondary complications like hypertension, obesity, and diabetes, and the renal failure people or cancer patients. That is the reason most of the people are moving towards natural products and nutraceuticals. Inferior food quality, as we all know, we can speak number of hours about this. There is no nutritious food which is available from last 10-15 years. There is a tremendous change in the junk food sector. A lot of people are consuming junk foods where there is no nutritional things. That leads to many people to take supplements and natural products. Healthy appearance, another thing. Everybody wants to look and feel good. Healthy appearance. See, because the most important thing, every newspaper started now talking, saying that be healthy, be confident, be positive. Your mental stability is very, very important during this pandemic situation. See, that is a very important thing. So that's why people are moving towards natural products as a major source of health preventive supplements. So as we all know, natural products possess a tremendous structural diversity and unique chemical complex phytochemical compounds, which is always being an inspiration for the new drug discovery, always. Historically, if you take ancient traditional system like Ayurveda and many systems of medicine, always given a natural products chemistry for the lead of drug discovery. As a major source of drug and drug leads, natural products and natural products inspired agents have attracted significant attention globally, and for many diseases, natural products are the main source of drug discovery compounds. Therefore, a lot of attention has been paid on the secondary metabolites, especially the phytocompounds which are present in the plants. If you see Indian medicinal plants, we have a lot of traditional medicinal plants which are being used in the various diseases, including respiratory viral infections. So benefits of using herbs in viral respiratory infections to build the immunity, most important. Every kid now knows about immunity word, which is a very common terminology which has been people are speaking about it. So a lot of herbs are immune stimulants. A lot of traditional formulations have given immune boosting property. So several antiviral phytocompounds have already been described by various journals, various researchers. So these phytocompounds could be a very good lead or could be a friend with any co-therapy with any antiviral drug to fight against this COVID-19. So let us see what is the structure. The structure you might have seen in many newspapers every day, more than 100 times you will see in any channel or any newspaper or any media. This is bothered so much worldwide. This is a coronavirus, COVID-19. There are main parts of the COVID-19 is a spike protein, which is protein, which is M protein, and envelope and the E protein and the RNA, the helical shaped RNA inside this. So a lot of researchers have described the mechanism action, how it gets infected in human cells. So a lot of mechanism has been established. Very simple presentations are there already. I don't want to explain the molecular level, but still the spike protein, which is on the coronavirus, is the main one which gets integrated with the respiratory cells when it enters the respiratory system. The AS2, the angiotensin converting enzyme receptors, it binds and the RNA gets released inside the cell, which replicates and then causes the respiratory distress. To see more clearly, the depiction of the binding of COVID-19 to receptor AS2, there are S1 and S2 subunits on the spike proteins, which gets cleaved, and the AS2 receptors by the ADAM, which is a metabolizase, that is an enzyme protein. which will lead to shedding of the ACE2 receptor, leading to increased level of angiotensin 2, leading to respiratory distress and the death, which is very commonly causing death as a result of COVID-19. Another one thing is, upon binding, the virus fuses with and enters inside the cell, followed by translation and replication of the protein. The ORF, the open reading frame of the RNAs, which gets translated to NF-kappa B pathway, activating the inflammation pathway, leading to a lot of inflammatory mediators release, which leads to cytokine storm and the death, respiratory distress. This is where the Biocon, the drug, is working to prevent the cytokine storm, and a lot of anticoagulants have been given to avoid this cytokine storm. My point here is where these natural products are working, where the globally the natural product industry, a lot of industries and the natural product researchers are working towards to find a solution for this COVID-19, as well as already the product is how it is improving the immunity and how people are getting protected from the COVID-19 infection. If you see, there was a recent publication in Indian Journal of Pharmacology, and they have done a lot of target search on coronavirus using PubMed and RCSP database. They found the major targets as spike protein, envelope protein, membrane protein, and the protease. Most important, this M protease, the 3CL protease was the main target they found. A lot of herbs are working towards binding this M protease and inactivating the M protease and providing the safety and protection against COVID-19. This is the 3CL protein, or which is also called as M protease, which is also called as 3CL-like protease. Most of the coronavirus genome encodes two polyproteins. One is PP1A and PP1B, AB. These polyproteins are cleaved and transferred into mature non-structural proteins. There are 16 non-structural proteins have been identified, and most of the time, this M protease, the inhibition of this M protease or binding of this M protease is the major target for COVID-19. Most of the antiviral drugs which have been using for the treatment are working by inhibiting this M protease. So let us look at these targets, how our Indian traditional natural products are working towards this. So the moment when I come to, this is my favorite substance always. I've got many awards on this, and always being an Indian industry as natural product industry, always I have a great respect to this item. You all know turmeric, haldi, whatever, the golden spice. A lot of names have been given to this herb, which has already won many awards, many patents. Many people have got a lot of appreciation for inventing any of their processes on this turmeric. So if you see, the curcumin is the main active compound which is present in turmeric root. A traditional Indian medicine, which is a cooking spice, and a lot of support and traditional literature supports from thousands of years in Ayurveda, as well as more than that publications on its many benefits. Many researchers have documented its immune boosting property, antiviral property, including our Honorable Prime Minister. During his second lockdown extension, he very particularly recommended to drink golden milk made from turmeric twice daily, which has been a guideline of Ayush Ministry, saying that please drink golden milk every day to protect yourself or to improve your immunity. So this is the most important herb. That's the reason I would like to concentrate on this herb. If you see, there was a scientist from Venezuela, Zulia University of Zulia. They published a preprint in Research Square in the month of April. They did a molecular docking using MolDoc score, and they've used FDA-approved anti-malaria drugs to treat the COVID-19, which has been used against the phytocompounds. Fortunately, the results suggested that the piperine, the black pepper extract, piperine, you know, the main active constituents of black pepper, capsaicin from capsicum, and curcumin were the best docking of M protease, that is 3CL protease, which I mentioned. They are very good, having a very good binding property through molecular docking. So this has really created a very sizzling. So there is something which is definitely working on that. So if you see curcumin turmeric extract, 95% curcumin extract, 75 to 80% will be the curcumin. The rest other two are the other two curcuminoids. So definitely there is a benefit of taking curcumin in protection against COVID-19. Another clinical study, another molecular study, which is also been published in the month of March. He used many such compounds like camphorol, quercetin, luteolin, gingerol, catechin, epigenin, EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate from green tea. Several such phytocompounds he used. Two of the curcumin compounds, one is dimethoxycurcumin and curcumin. As we all know, there are three main curcuminoids, dimethoxy, bis-dimethoxycurcumin and curcumin. These three constitutes the curcuminoids in the turmeric extract. So two of these also has been used in molecular docking. Again, they found there is a strong inhibition of M protease, and which is a very good results, finding that out of the many compounds they searched, these two were found to be very good. And there were all other compounds which they have screened also was showing M protease inhibition. Then there was a principal scientist from CSIR who also made a publication in the preprint in the month of March. He found an extensive review of curcumin. He studied all the he compiled all the antiviral properties of curcumin, and he concluded that turmeric is definitely going to be an important substance for combating the SARS-CoV. He said that it may inhibit the entry of the virus into the host cell, and it can delay the entry of the virus into the host cell. So he has very clearly concluded its antiviral property. Similarly, scientists from IIT Mumbai, the Indian Council of Medical Research Kolkata, and Mahatma Gandhi Central University, they found a molecular docking for 10 potentially naturally occurring flavonoids and non-flavonoids against COVID-19, and they again spike proteins. There are S1, S2, which I mentioned in my previous presentation. The two binding sites of the spike proteins were clearly inhibited by these curcumin and other flavonoids which are present in the plants. Especially they found curcumin, luteolin, resveratrol, epigenin, quercetin are showing very good S2 binding property, and this study they clearly indicated that it is very good. Either we can give it, and that they also compared with HCQS, hydroxychloroquine, and found that these natural products, especially the flavonoids, are really good for binding the M protease or S1 and S2 site of human coronavirus spike protein. So another group which is from New York, they are published in a US journal, preprint, Computational Biology Center. They are from the Computational Biology Center. They did the same molecular docking study, and they found again M protease, the curcumin can be given along with the co-therapy with some of the antiviral drugs, which is really working very well. Interestingly, one of our pharmacy professor, I don't want to mention his name in the presentation, he also had a COVID-19 and he has been admitted from last 15 days back. Most of you people know him. When I called him, I felt very bad. And he says, Shiv Prasad, I remembered you every day because they did not give me any medicine or anything, no antiviral drug. They just asked me to do gargling of turmeric water. I was so impressed with his words. He got discharged last week. He is perfectly all right. He is having a secondary complication of hypertension and diabetes. And when he says that word, really, we have to feel very proud about our natural products. He simply said, I was asymptomatic. I had some few sneezings and all, nothing else. But turmeric water gargling was the best. On the same night, I made an article and published it. I have an article on how this gargling can help, how this turmeric gargling, and by compilation of many studies, I just made an article saying that how gargling can help in combating this coronavirus in the throat itself. So really, friends, this is really interesting that how natural products are really working on this type of things. So again, the scientists from CSIR and CFTRI, they also found that hydroxychloroquine and this curcumin can be given as an adjuvant drug with hydroxychloroquine to combat this main protease, that is M protease, and can be given along with any antiviral drugs. And they concluded that definitely curcumin will be a very good combination therapy with any of the antiviral drugs. So another study, which is International Journal of Cardiology, which has said that during this shedding of the ACE2 receptors, or during this distress, respiratory distress, there will be a reactive oxygen species generation. So most of the time, the giving antioxidants, you must have seen many people they're self-consuming vitamin C. So giving this vitamin C and vitamin E antioxidant definitely protects, acting as an antioxidant. So these guys, the scientists who are published in International Journal of Cardiology, they mentioned that curcumin could be a very good antioxidant along with vitamin C and E if you consume it. So it can elevate the cardiogenic casualties caused by the COVID-19. Very, very interesting. That's the reason today Cadila has launched an excellent product. I don't remember the brand name of that. They have given the main combination of curcumin, vitamin C and zinc as a major combination. And the curcumin picture was the main on the top. I feel very happy to see the packing material because the curcumin turmeric was the main ingredient on the package of that product. So a lot of pharma companies also understood that the natural products are really beneficial during this situation, and they all launching the new products with the turmeric or tulsi or with giloy. So this is one of the most interesting substance, that is turmeric being a very natural product and curcumin being most of the active compound which is present in the turmeric, really beneficial for the at this pandemic situation. The other herb, I have also written an article on green tea. So benefits of green tea consuming for boosting antiviral immune function. A lot of studies have confirmed, especially the catechins which are present. You all know there are majorly 4 catechins. And one of the catechin is very important, that is EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate. A lot of antiviral properties have been reported and published. So EGCG, they have said that it can inhibit early stages of infection, such as attachment, entry, and membrane fusion by interfering with the viral membrane proteins. So interestingly, to support this, there was a Korean scientist study. They found that flavonoids are also very important in inhibiting the M protease and can be given as a co-therapy. So the most important flavonoid which they have quoted is the catechins, the green tea. So there was a molecular docking study where they have studied a lot of phytocompounds, camphorol, quercetin, and catechin, epigallocatechin. They also mentioned that from the green tea, really it can work on COVID-19 M protease inhibition. So another most important, our Indian medicinal plant, which has gained lot of interest, lot of attention after certain clinical studies from some of the Ayurvedic companies. They are claiming the anti-COVID property, that is giloy. Everybody knows now giloy, which is Tinospora cardifolia. The name itself has been given as an Amrit in Amrit Balli in Kannada. We call this as an Amrit Balli. So again, a lot of scientific studies have proven its antiviral properties, which is also known as Guduchi in Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic system of medicine. In Ayurveda, it is very well known as Rasayana, which can improve having an anti-stress activity, a cardiotonic property, anti-stress property. So Guduchi is considered as really an Amrita in Sanskrit. So that's the reason it is also known as Amrit Balli in Kannada. So a very rejuvenating, detoxifying, and immune boosting substance, and standing number 1 next to turmeric in most of the Ayurvedic formulation today. And most of the clinical studies which already completed, whether it is from Patanjali or from some other companies, they all claim giloy is the major player and major super champion in treatment of COVID-19. So there are some supporting documents. There are some clinical studies. Sorry, there are some clinical studies which are completed. There are some in vitro molecular docking studies. Again, the compounds like berberine, isocolombin, magnoflorin, and tinocardioside, they found that IC50 value inhibition of main protease and the RNA-dependent RNA polymerase of the virus. They found the IC50 value excellent in inhibition of the main protease, that is M protease inhibition. Another study which is also been studied, again the phytocompounds from Tinospora cardifolia like berberine, beta-cytosterol, choline, and octocosanol, and tetrahydropalmitin. These are some of the compounds which are already have an antiviral property and found to be a very good M protease or 3CL protein inhibition property. So this is another interesting herb which has already been on the top in most of the formulations next to turmeric, and people started talking about this. The other one which I would like to quote is Indian Ashwagandha, Ashwagandha withania somnifera, what we call. One of the most studied, most of the researchers have studied its adaptogenic, immune boosting property, anti-stress, antioxidant. Many research has been done on ashwagandha. Worldwide, we sell this extract. In fact, Tinospora cardifolia we don't sell much, but now there is a demand. When we get from England, we get 2 metric tons of Tinospora extract order. We are getting very fascinated with exporting all these herbal extracts. Another one which is an ashwagandha, there was a study from the IIT Delhi. They have published it on also in the Journal of Biomolecular Structure and Dynamics. Again, the target was M protease. M protease inhibition they found, and the compound which is responsible for this activity they quoted is vithanone. So most of the vithanones and vithanolides from ashwagandha is also very good natural product which can combat this COVID-19 along with other things. So the clinical studies which are documented by already established in the clinical trial registry, which is quoting giloy, turmeric, ashwagandha, tulsi, and most of these herbs. So in a nutshell, I would like to say this is also published in Natural Products and Bioprospecting and published in 17 July, very recent one. How these natural products are becoming a potential inhibitor of COVID-19 main protease, the M protease, which I mentioned. The most important thing which will definitely the RNA gets confused and it will never replicate inside the host cell when we inhibit the M protease. So this is where most of the natural products are working. Interestingly, most of the molecular docking studies have shown that the natural compounds from these plants definitely helps in inhibiting the main protease of COVID-19. So if you see this in silico study or docking analysis, then the natural compounds are working very aggressively. Similarly, there are molecular docking studies or some in vitro studies have already concluded that Andrographis, the andrographolide, the active compound natural product which is present in Andrographis paniculata, gingerols from Gingiber officinalis, our ginger, and licorice, glycyrrhizin from licorice also have shown that molecular docking property. Piperine, which I already mentioned, garlic also has shown activity. Then catechins, tannins from amla, and naringin from citrus fruits, and many such phytocompounds already have capsaicin from capsicum. All these have already established an excellent M protease inhibition activity, and these could be the real future. And if you see, most of the Indians, we consume most of the herbs in our day-to-day lives, and especially turmeric. Taking all these natural products in a day-to-day life, definitely it will improve our immunity, as well as it will also have a very good shielding protection against COVID-19. Any of this pandemic will definitely go, and it will, there are maybe in future also we will have all these type of things. One good thing has happened. People have realized about natural products. Very recently, the growth of natural products, people are talking about natural products, immunity, giloy, turmeric. It has become a very common words from many people. And in my street itself, and when people are coming to ask about what is the growth of pharmacy, I really felt very proud that their son, daughter, they want to join for pharmacy education. it is really good. The healthcare industry is the only industry which is always done well in most of the situations and crises. And having a knowledge of all these natural products or pharmaceutical drugs, the research, people are really finding it very interesting. So we are really blessed to have this natural product studies, pharmaceutical education. So definitely, friends, natural products are the most growing segment in the future, and which will definitely be a very strong pillar in the healthcare industry. And if you are all, I know most of you are doing research on natural products, please continue and definitely work very hard and find out. There is a lot of such gems are available in natural products, and I would be we would be very happy if we find some of the new compounds which are working on these type of viruses. With this, I would like to thank Dr. Padma Parak and the management of Oxford Group of Institution. I'm pleased to be very happy to make a presentation on this. I'm very happy and hope my presentation has given some of the information about natural products. If anyone has any question, I hope there is a session for question and answer also. I'm happy to answer. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Shivkumar. Because there is no chat option, so anybody, even raise symbol hand is there. If you raise, then we can take that question of that particular person. Anybody is having question, they can press that hand symbol which is coming close by. So then you can, I will unmute one person, and we can take the questions. Anybody, any questions from the audience?
Yeah.
Okay, my first question from my side. See, so many drugs are there in Ayush. They have told that one kasaya, if you drink that Kabsira kasaya, so that contains andrographolites only, major andrographolites and other some 10 herbs. How do you think that? But there is no curcumin there.
Which kashaya, madam?
That Kabsara Kasaya karke from Ayush, they are recommending that Kasaya if you drink morning and evening. It contains this Vitex and andrographolites, major constituent.
Okay. Maybe that is a classical formula which is already been established. So they have recommended that. But now if you see most of the pharmaceutical companies, their main target is Tulsi, Tinospora, turmeric. These are the main ingredients there. Cadila, then now Ranbaxy is launching. Lupin is coming out with a new formulation with vitamin C and curcumin. So maybe that is because the Ayush had a ready some formula which is under classical medicine. So they suggested that the whatever the kashaya they have recommended. But now many people have the pure phytochemical level, the natural compound level will always work. So
yeah, that is correct.
Instead of going with a pure Ayurveda, if they have some standardized extracts, standardized formulations, that will definitely beneficial and fast acting compared to any traditional formulations is my recommendation. That's the reason Cadila has come with a pure curcumin with vitamin C and zinc supplement. So that is what should happen. That is what should happen is my suggestion.
Okay. Anybody else? I think no participant has raised their hands up because there is no chatting option in this system. So if anybody has question, they can unmute themselves one by one and they can ask. If not, we will conclude the session. I think you made it very simple, so people have understood.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you can speak. any question? Yeah, you can speak. No questions for you?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, they are not speaking, so anybody else has not raised their hands.
Okay.
Anybody else has any question? Otherwise, we will end with vote of thanks. Yeah, but teacher 3, can you unmute yourself? Yeah, you can speak. Teacher 3, I don't know what is the name.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, you can ask your question directly. You mute your mic and then speak.
Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your presentation was excellent.
Thank you.
And I just have one question. Sir, everybody is giving the many herbs for the treatment of COVID-19. But is there any formula of the synergistic exactly how much quantity it should be taken all the poly herbs during the preparation?
See, as of now, there are no clinical trials have been established except the Patanjali study. So this Patanjali study is the only study which is available exactly on the clinical study. Even then, the government has made him to not to make a claim on COVID-19 because as per the books he has done the clinical study. Though he used all the patients who are having mild to moderate symptoms, they have been treated. So in this formula, he has used around 1000 mg of July, around 1000 mg of C extract, which is standardized to sodic acid, and Giloy is standardized to glycoside. So this was the only formula which is established with the clinical study. Otherwise, there are no established study, the exact formula which can work on this with the clinical study. Otherwise, in general, taking turmeric or turmeric extract as such, because you all know the safety margins are very high because all these being used as a common food in our Indian traditional system as well as in traditional food. So there is nothing harm in taking these kashayas or juice or herbal extracts in any specified dose. There is nothing harm. So to answer your question, there is no exact dose has been established or formula of Patanjali's formula.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can I?
So that means
Yes, continue, sir. I will ask.
So that
Yes.
means there is no established formula for all these polyherbal preparations.
No, there is no established formula except the Patanjali's, whatever he has.
Yes, sir. But for a common man, it is a difficulty, to understand how much quantity they have to take and during the preparation.
Yeah, so what they have done, Ayush, as per the classical formula, there is a kata, Ayush kata, Ayush kada. These are some classical formulas. They were already there in the market as a kashayas. So that was not established for the COVID-19, but still it will definitely have some the anti-cold, anti-flu property, anti-fever property. That's the reason they are recommending that. And those doses are there, means already formulas are available from various, from Dabur, Baidyanath. Most of the companies have launched this. Even MTR, I think not MTR, Maya has launched that Kashaya. So all these things
Okay,
are
sir,
not
thank you.
exactly done clinical study, but the formulas are available. Substance are there to take it as Kashaya. So common man can consume such type of things.
Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, your presentation was very nice. I am
Thank
from Kalburgi, sir. Kalburgi, Karnataka.
Okay.
MAM College of Pharmacy.
Okay.
Just I want to get information, whatever the polyherbal formulations are there, at what time before breakfast it is better to use, or after lunch, at what time we have to use exactly,
See,
which is the proper time?
all these supplements globally, most of the supplements, herbal supplements or nutraceutical supplements, we all recommend after food only,
Okay,
after
okay.
breakfast or after food only. It is not like allopathic drug or antacids or like diabetic medicines that you should take before food or something like that. Most of
Yeah.
the supplements are well fitted after food only. So you can consume after food only.
Okay.
These kashayas or anything can be taken instead of in the morning or in the evening, like how you take a tea or coffee, you can consume that any number of times. See, these are all well known in our in Karnataka also. Most of the places in the coastal areas, they consume these kashayas in a common instead of tea or coffee. So there is no such recommendation for those things. But supplements you can always consume after food.
Okay. Thanks for your guidance, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, one question from my side. Whether polyherbals are better or single extracts are better? Because Himalaya has come with single extracts. So with your experience as a formulation working in natural products, what do you feel?
See, if you go by Ayurvedic companies, there is no standardization. They mix A plus B plus C and they claim this is what is happening. But if you see the world market, they always go with the standardization and with the multiple herbs with one or two combination. Maximum 2 to 3 products are combined. So my suggestion is always go with a single extract. Take a Giloy extract or take a turmeric extract and consume it. That would be the best way because this is the percentage of curcumin which is present. This is the percentage of rhinosporocytes are present in this Giloy extract. So always the best possible thing is a single extracts, or if it is a polyherbal, you should know the combination of the extract. For example, if curcumin, giloy and tulsi is mixed, what percentage of standardized extracts, what percentage of ursolic acid in the tulsi? There are some Ayurvedic companies, they come with 20, 30 herbs. Most of them, they blend with the herbal powders, which is of no use. If you look at from their perspective, they say, no, the Ayurveda talks about the pure herbal powders and the comprehensive effect and all those things. But in my suggestion, in globally, most of the countries, they always go with single extracts and standardized extracts. So better to take single and standardized extract.
Okay.
Anybody else? Otherwise, we will go for vote of thanks. Any question from audience? I think nobody has raised hand. I think
Sir, regarding this turmeric, we have to use with milk, or it is better to use with water?
It can be taken with water as well as with honey. It can be taken like that only. Just they recommended in milk because if you are drinking milk, you add it like that. It can go with the milk. It doesn't. There is no scientific evidence that it should be taken with milk only. You can take it with water. You can take it with honey also.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Please.
Sir, your presentation was very nice. Hello, sir.
Yeah, we are able to hear. You can ask.
Go
sir,
ahead.
I have one doubt, sir. Sir, we are taking that extractions of herbal drugs. Any age limit? Tell me about age limit, sir.
See, for example, most of the time we don't recommend anything for below 6 to 8 years kids. Below 8 years, you can say. Below 8-year kids, we don't recommend anything in herbals as well as in allopathic also, unless any antibiotics have to be given. So it is better not to give, but turmeric, of course, there is nothing harm in giving turmeric milk. If they are drinking milk, just add turmeric and give. Ginger, turmeric, both of them have been proven as a M protease inhibitor. So ginger and turmeric We add it in food also, so nothing harm in giving turmeric. So one of my brother's son, he was having a cold and flu from, means when he was 4 year old. So he was always having a weak immunity. So I made him to drink turmeric milk. Most of the time his mother adds little turmeric extract in the milk and gives. So now he doesn't drink milk without turmeric color. So he has become habitual, and now from last 1.5 year, I have not seen him taking to any antibiotic or any hospital or anything. This perfectly is now 6 year, 5.5, 6 year old is perfectly all right. So nothing harm in giving turmeric and ginger in the milk. You all know all Dadima medicines, they always used to give ginger, put it in milk and give ginger and jaggery for the cough. Even today, ginger works very well with the milk for cough, ginger tea, ginger milk. So it can be given. Especially these herbs like Tinospora and any other herbs, you can avoid for kids. But turmeric and ginger can be given at any age, no issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks you. Thanks for your explanation, sir.
Anybody else?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Firstly, I
afternoon.
want to thank you for such a great presentation.
Thank
My
you.
question to you is that if we take these herbal supplements on daily basis, is there any side effect of them?
No, not at all. Definitely no. So
Okay, so they'll just
most of the,
boost your immune system.
yeah, definitely these herbs are not at all having any side effects. You just imagine the last year export of turmeric extract to the global market from India. I am saying only turmeric extract is 1,250 tons, metric tons extract. 1,250 metric ton as per the spice board, as per the all the database. 1,250 metric ton of extract has been got exported from India to the global market. 1 kg of turmeric extract comes from 1.6 kg comes from 100 kg of raw material. Then imagine what would be the raw material which has gone for extraction. So this has been a common supplement worldwide, and people have expected this year the turmeric extract will definitely reach 2,000 metric tons globally. We ourselves has packed with that. We are unable to deliver the things. Most of the countries, European countries, most of the countries like in America, everybody is in huge demand for turmeric extract, Tinospora extract, Tulsi extract. So we manufacture almost 15 metric tons from last every month. Our capacity is 4 metric ton, but we could able to do it almost 15 metric tons from the last 2.5 months. So that much huge demand is there. So in terms of asking a question, answering your question, it's already been well established on the safety margin. So you don't have to worry about any issue with these type of extracts on the safety issue.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Hi, sir. Very nice presentation of you.
Thank you.
Sir, actually, all are preferring to take vitamin C and vitamin D, everything like tablets, daily preferring. Herbal products daily, like citrus fruits and turmeric. Daily, we are taking kashaya. I think it is not preferable to take vitamins and also herbals together, right, sir?
Nothing like that. It's already a common combination. Vitamins and herbal like curcumin. I mentioned in my presentation that Cadila has come out with a formula. Cadila, you know, it's the biggest pharma company. They don't, without doing any basic
Yes.
research, they definitely would have not launched it. So it is already market. Curcumin and vitamin C and zinc combination is there in the market.
Okay.
So is nothing wrong. Vitamin C taking along with these herbs is nothing wrong. There is no such contradictions have been reported in any. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank.
Yes.
Any more question? I think.
That's
Okay.
what I'm also seeing.
Okay.
Any hand raising or anything is there? Nobody has
Hello, sir.
raised.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
speak.
Ma'am. The presentation was excellent, ma'am.
Thank you. You should
Thank you, ma'am.
appreciate him.
Yeah, ma'am. The presentation was very excellent, ma'am. So that we have understood the basic things, ma'am, regarding COVID-19, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the great seminar, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your question, anything is there?
No, ma'am. Sir has explained very well, ma'am. So we have understood everything, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Very happy.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy, ma'am. Happy to be a part of this webinar, ma'am.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay, I think no more questions. I think Ms. Shravani can present the vote of thanks.
Yes, ma'am. Now we come to the end of this webinar. It is now my pleasant duty to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Chairman Shri SNVL Narasimha Raju Garu, the Oxford Group of Institutions, Principal Dr. Padma M. Parak, HOD, staff and myself. I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. H.N. Shivaprasad, our guest speaker, for sparing his valuable time. Sir has done 100% justification to the topic taken, that's COVID-19 and natural products, as well as in clarifying the doubts of the participants as well, and shared a very valuable information related to the natural products with us to combat this global pandemic. So we are all thankful, sir, on behalf of the participants also and from the institution.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Once
Thanks
again,
for the
and the feedback form will be sent to the mail, your respective mail IDs. You please fill, and then automatically the certificate will be sent back to your email ID only. So feedback forms will be sent to your mail shortly, and you fill it, and we can you will get the certificate on spot. So in a day, 100 certificates are possible. After anything extra is there, that will be dispersed next day.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all for attending this, and I personally thank Dr. Shiv Kumar, Shiv Prasad sir. Very nice presentation. I have been very much interacting with him, and anything is there, I definitely call him because he's a wonderful speaker and a good knowledgeable person, and he makes the audience really tuned to his words, and people think about his presentation a lot. So I personally thank on behalf of my chairman, and we end this session. Thank you very much, all the participants.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Once again, thank you.